Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, members of the media, specially invited guests, captains, of course, other members of the body of the DP World ILT20. Thank you very much for being present with us today at the Captain's Presser, as we're, about 24 hours away from the opening ceremony of this inaugural tournament. And we look forward to the next 3 or 4 weeks of much excitement, entertainment, and development. Thank you very much to Sunil Lorine, the Abu Dhabi Knight Riders captain, Colin Munro, the Desert Vipers leader, Rahman Powell, who is captain of the Dubai Capitals, James Vince, the Golf Giants, and senior player Dwayne Bravo representing MI Emirates, and Moeen Ali, of course, the Sharjah Warriors. Gentlemen, thank you very much for being here with us. I just want to start with Sunil straight away, and with the short time frame now to the lead up to the first game, your enthusiasm really for leading this franchise. How are you looking forward to this?
It's challenging, but I think anything you do in cricket is challenging. So.
Engineer?
Hello?
Yep.
Yeah, I think anything you do in cricket is challenging. So I think you just have to adapt, enjoy it, and it's going to be a fun 4 to 5 weeks.
Colin, if I may just move on to you, all your travels and your journeys and experience around the world in this format, what are you hoping to get from your team in this inaugural tournament?
Well, I just think you look at our balance of the team throughout. The hardest thing as a captain is trying to fit all of those good players into the 11. But I just want my boys to actually enjoy the cricket and enjoy their time in the UAE. I think that's the major thing. And if we come away with the trophy, that's a bonus. But if they have those experiences and learn as cricketers and become better by the end of the tournament, that's all that I can ask for.
All right, if I may just move on to Rahman, a very familiar face globally and more so in these parts from your various exploits here. How much are you looking forward to this?
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. It's a start of something special for Dubai Capitals as me as captain. So
we'll forgive the
so
faux pas.
It's something that I'm definitely looking forward to. Not just from a personal standpoint, but from a team and a franchise standpoint.
James, tell me a little bit about what you know of your squad and your vision of what they bring.
Yeah, only arrived a couple of days ago, so still trying to get to know the guys. Lucky enough to play with quite a few of them before. We got another practice game this evening, so next few days in the build-up are crucial to getting to know everyone on a personal level and on the field as well, seeing how they like to operate. But yeah, as the guys have said, really excited about the competition getting underway, and as every squad has, I think full of talent, and just looking forward to good teams going head to head against each other.
Before you pass on to Dwayne, how challenging is that getting your players into, I suppose, role clarity with such a short space of time?
I think the guys that travel from tournament to tournament are used to it, and other people probably know their roles well. Probably some of the younger guys and local guys trying to fit them in and give them a nice clear role will be really important, so we can hit the ground running and get off to a good start, hopefully.
All right. Dwayne, performing tomorrow, first of all, how much are you looking forward to that in the opening ceremony?
Yeah, definitely. That's something I'm looking forward to, especially with the names that among the stage. It's a great time for me in my career as well, so to phase on that side of entertainment, to get the fans, to see my fans, to get the opportunity to see me perform live in a global stage like this. I'm looking forward to it.
And just sort of knowing Karen very well, what are you guys expecting from this team in this tournament?
We expect to play a positive, flamboyant brand of cricket. We represent a franchise that we know easily, highly respected worldwide, and that comes with some pressure, but at the same time we embrace that pressure, and we look forward to making a good count of ourselves, and we know Polly as the leader, he is definitely lead from the front, and we're just going to follow his lead. All
right, we look forward to that. Moeen, these areas and these conditions very well. You know a number of the local players here. Give me your thoughts on what you're looking forward over the next 4 weeks to.
I'm first of all looking forward to watching DJ perform as well tomorrow. And then obviously the cricket, just playing some good cricket, obviously here to win and do well at Sharjah in particular, which will be our home ground, and make most of the wicket there in our advantage. But yeah, just enjoy the cricket, but also be competitive and win as many as we can.
All right, I see a couple of other microphones here. Instead of them passing mics all the way down, I suppose we can just get back up to Sunil if it's on. And tell me a little bit about being here and family and all of that, and being with family or away from them, yeah? Is it? Might have to use that one then. No. Yeah, family life, being here with family, being away from family.
Yeah, it's tough. I think being away from family, it's hard, but having family here is good. You could do a little bit of sightseeing, enjoy your downtime a little more than you normally do, just relaxing in the room. So it's enjoyable, and I think Dubai and Abu Dhabi is a nice place to be. So I think there's a lot of things to do off the field, so it makes your journey even better.
All right, thank you very much for that. Colin, your knowledge perhaps of any players that we should look forward to. Can you highlight one or two young players in your team that we can really look forward to in the next few weeks?
Yeah, the young local boy bowling all-rounder, Ali Nasir. He is got some good pace, and he can hit boundaries.
Right.
4s and 6s. I actually thought he was West Indian when he was batting there, to be honest. But yeah, he's one. He might not play all the games, depending on the situation and what we need to do and the conditions. But yeah, definitely one to watch out for.
Speaking of West Indians, Ruffman, for Cricket Emirates and for their players, their local-based players, what can we expect, and how does this wonderful tournament in the inaugural season, how is it going to help develop them?
I think it's a very good showcase for them. You know, in particular the Emirates guys. You know, we have 3 in our team, which are really good. You know, so it's a nice launching pad for them. You know, hopefully they'll take the opportunity and use it as a feeding ground for their career.
What are the unique things about playing cricket here in the UAE? You've been here quite a lot in recent years.
I think it's just the difference in surfaces. You know, if you go to Sharjah, it's a little bit different from coming here in Dubai, and then Abu Dhabi then give you a different feel. You know, so it's you as cricketers have to try your best to just adapt and cope to all 3 different grounds.
James, he's talked about the different surfaces and matchups, which are a big part of this game now. How much analytical work goes into the teams of the gentlemen sitting to your right and left in this competition?
Yeah, I think that'll depend on who's in charge. I know Andy Flower, our coach, likes to do a lot of homework and research on other teams, and it might not be the case that you use it specifically for every player, every ball, but to have it there as a fallback if some of these guys get going and can be hard to stop. I think just being aware of some areas is useful out on the field, particularly if you've not played against guys a huge amount, which in this competition we'll come up against players we haven't played against before. So yeah, that bit of research and extra knowledge could come in handy on the field.
Is there a particular brand that you feel that you can bring to this team and this tournament?
I think everyone, T20 demands high-paced cricket, and as I say, if you look at the guys sat beside me in the other squads, I think we're going to have to play aggressive cricket. I'm sure it's going to be fast-paced and some high scores in there depending on conditions. So yeah, I think try and take the game on.
Dwayne, just feeding off of that, I know personally that you've taken a development hand in the teams that you've played for, wherever you've played in the world. How significant is going to be passing on experience to players in the team?
Yeah, I don't think that will change. I think it's important for me to pass on whatever knowledge that I have and also try to develop the next generation of cricketers. While I still enjoy playing, I have to accept reality. Okay, the time soon come when I have to just, share the information to others. And I already started with this MI team, and it's a short tournament,
right,
but it's also a very competitive one. only 10 games, so we have to make sure as a bowling group, I think my experience will try to encourage bowlers to be brave, be proactive, and always stay in the fight.
Moin, how will this sort of league stand in the spotlight? What can the players on the field do to make sure that this is unique, that this is a worthwhile venture for all the gentlemen sitting here and those under their charge?
I think it's a great opportunity to start obviously it's the start of the new league, and as players we want to make sure this league carries on for a very long time and it keeps improving year by year, and it's really important that it starts well, and behaviours on and off the field have to be obviously really important, but more importantly the cricket on the field has to be entertaining and exciting for people to watch, and it's about inspiring the next generation of kids watching as well as everybody else around the world.
You guys are part of over 100 international players from many countries across the cricketing landscape. You give me your own insight, the 24 UAE-based players here. How much good will this be for their development?
Yeah, I think more than anything in the league, obviously guys play all around the world, but I think if we can produce UAE players, local players for the future, and then hopefully in the next 5 to 10 years, probably in shorter, they become a brilliant international side, then I think the league and the players have done their jobs. And like the guys have said, our job is to not just captain, it's about teaching and hopefully producing those future stars in the UAE.
All right, gentlemen, thank you very much. I've taken up enough of your time. DP World ILT20, ladies and gentlemen, inaugural season kicks off tomorrow with an opening ceremony. That trophy over there is what they'll be playing. It's almost as big as I am, so it'll be worthwhile getting your hand on it. I will take leave of my duties and to continue the rest.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Ian. And thank you to the captains. We'll now quickly start the question and answer session. Request, please, the questions need to stick to the DP World ILT20 and the teams that are participating. We'll try and accommodate as many as we can. I believe, Razia, let's get to the mic first, in the front row. Thank you.
Okay. Razia from ARY News. I think with the amount of tournaments we've been fortunate enough to have in the UAE over the last decade, a lot of international current players have played here. And my question is for Moeen and James. We have England playing here a lot, doing a lot of practice sessions, even before going to Australia, India, New Zealand, etc. Normally the playing season is September to December generally, so it's very windy at the moment. If you've been out at nets, what are you thinking about the conditions at the moment?
We find it's been obviously quite chilly in the evenings, and yeah, it's been a little bit different to when we've played previously, where it's obviously really hot and then gets really dewy in the evening. At the moment we've not seen any sign of that, so which can affect games at times, so hopefully that won't happen. But yeah, it's obviously nice and pleasant in the day, so it's nice to play, but then in the evening it does get a little bit chilly, and I think there'll be some teams ordering a few jumpers.
I'm actually yet to have a proper training session, and we've got a warm-up game this evening, so try and find out a bit more information then. But yeah, it looks like there's a little bit of grass on the wicket out there, so with quite a few games in a short space of time, whether they start in one fashion and change as the tournament goes on, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, previous experiences here have generally been good places to bat. As the competition goes on, might see a bit of wear and tear and some used wickets. But yeah, for now, open-minded to see what we come up against.
Hi, this is Muhammad Abdullah from Gulf Today, and I have two questions for Sunil and Moeen. Sunil, you have been a part of KKR for a long time, and here you are again for KKR, means Abu Dhabi Night Riders, but it's a different setup, different set of players. So how different it will be to manage this set of players apart from that KKR, and how confident you are ahead of this first session for inaugural this tournament?
It's not that different. I think there's a lot of familiar faces in the team that has played for KKR, so it's going to be easy. Support staff is familiar, so I think the whole gelling process is going to be easy. And we had a good few days of practice, even a practice match. So everything is coming good. So hopefully we could give a good showing, and we are pretty confident heading into the first game.
And for Moin, I want to ask, Moin, you have been playing a lot of cricket nowadays, and you just came to UAE 2 months back, I think, to play in the Abu Dhabi T10. So, of course, Abu Dhabi really played all over the UAE, not only Abu Dhabi, but that experience of Abu Dhabi, that know-how of the pitches and the conditions, how helpful it will be for you here?
Yeah, and not just now. Obviously, we've played in the UAE over the last few years quite a lot, and same with the guys on my right who've played a lot as well. So it certainly helps having played here with the experience that you have on these wickets with the bat and ball, and the way cricket generally is played here. It is a little bit different. And yeah, when you play those competitions, then it definitely helps.
मोइन भाई, हमने आपको लास्ट मंथ आबू धाबी T10 लीग में देखा, अब आप ILT20 में, तो आपके हिसाब से उसको एक्सटेंडेड वर्जन माने या फिर इस बार जो प्लान्स होंगे वो अलग होंगे जब आप कंपेयर करते हैं T10 से T20 में आके, तो अगर आप बताएं.
In English, yeah?
In English, yes, please.
Yeah, it's a longer version of T10, but it is obviously completely different now because you're only playing in Abu Dhabi. There, here, I think we play half our games in Sharjah, which is going to be very, very important, and obviously in Dubai, which is slightly different to Abu Dhabi as well. So, yeah, T10 is a complete different format. It's different cricket. T20, as we know around the world, there's times where you can't just keep going. You have to play quite smart cricket and at the same time still be brave and take those exciting options on.
Yeah, I'd like to ask James or Moin or whoever would like to answer. There's been a very heavy recruitment of associate nation cricketers, so to speak, in this tournament. The likes, we have some Dutch lads, Brad Wheel, David Wiesa, Gerard Erasmus, and of course the UAE lads as well. So what do you think the knock-on effect that will be in the international T20I circuit from this league?
I think, as the guys alluded to earlier, I think it's giving guys an opportunity to play with some of the best players in the world, and not only give them a platform to showcase what they can do, but they're going to learn a hell of a lot from playing with some of the leading players in the T20 game, and that's going to help those countries take steps closer to some of the bigger nations and close that gap, which we've seen, get closer in the last 4 or 5 years, and can only see it going in one direction.
As most of you have played in these venues, what is it needed to win here? Starting off from Bravo, who has lifted the cup many times, then Moin, if it would be nice.
To win, you just have to win your games. There is no secret. You just have to play good cricket, and in tournaments you come up against good teams, good players. You have to plan properly and hopefully execute. So I can't say how we're going to win, but it's just a process.
Hi, this is Satish from Gulf News. Bravo, that's for you. As a fast bowler, because today you're playing a T20 in many countries and there are so many leagues across, how difficult it is for a fast bowler to keep his fitness at this point of time, and how do you stay injury-free?
As a balance, you have to have a proper diet. You have to rest properly. For me, what works for me, I do a lot of massages, work on specific areas in my body, change my eating habits, all these things. The older you get, you have to change a lot of things, and rest is very important. In terms of bowling and stuff, my experience get me through a lot. I don't have to be the fastest person on the park anymore, but I still believe I can still be the sharpest, use my brains, use my experience, use my skills to get me over the line.
Hi, Faizan here from Radio 4. My question to Colin first. Hi Colin, how are you? Colin, you've been coming with some runs in this tournament, so how are you feeling about your own form, and what is to be expected from the younger boys in your team?
Yeah, obviously happy with my Big Bash form. Didn't get any results there, unfortunately, so the runs don't really count for much. But yeah, personally coming into a tournament, I just want to lead from the front and yeah, just keep doing what I do. You know, if it doesn't come off, as long as I'm going out there being brave, taking the right options, and showing the rest of the team and even the guys, the local boys and the guys in New franchise cricket, how people want to be, well, people want to see the game being played. So just going out there, being brave, taking some aggressive options, and you know, if guys can learn from that, that's the key.
All right, great. DJ, one question from you. Hi. So, you know, entertainment-related question. What kind of performance can we expect from you tomorrow for the opening ceremony?
A champion performance.
Yeah, that's the way.
Yeah.
Faizan here in the front row.
My name is Faizan. I'm from Geo News of Pakistan. Moin bhai, my question is for you. Do you think with so many leagues around the world, do you think it's the high time that we relaunch the Champions League T20 where all the top teams from different countries can participate, and it will also allow, you know, players to grow up and play with more competitive opponents?
I think if you get time, if you get space, the schedule is obviously that there's not much. At the moment, there's not much space in the schedule, obviously with international cricket as well, but of course as players you want to play in the best leagues in the world, and if we can make this one of those, then I think it's a great thing, and maybe going forward there will be a time where Champions League, T20 League will come back and be successful again. That's only difficult because so many players play in different teams, so those kind of things can be a bit niggly at times, but yeah, of course, why not? As players, we want to play as much as we can.
Okay, RJ Kessel from Zorens TV. Moin, question for you. You are the guy who's taking most of the Player of the Match awards in English cricket. How much you are confident about this league? How many Player of the Matches award you get it?
I don't know. As long as, obviously, if you're getting man of the matches, winning games, and that's really important. So I just feel I don't really concentrate on those things, or don't focus on those things. I think you just play on the day, and as a batter in particular, you try and win 1 or 2, 3 games in the season as an individual, and then other guys contribute in other games, and that's really important. And if you're playing well and you're winning and you're getting man of the matches, then that's obviously brilliant.
Okay, great. DJ, this for you. DJ, whenever you go for any league or any team, you have your anthem. You make the special anthem for their team. We talk about Quetta Gladiator, we talk at MI. So you have any special theme for your team for ILT20 Dubai?
No special song. I haven't written a song for this tournament, but no. Ravman Powell is here, by the way, guys. So if anyone can please ask future West Indies captain a question.
So guys, thank you so much. Just to finish off, very quick messages for the fans, for your respective teams. Sunil, if you can start off with you, please.
Support us no matter what the situation. We'll try to give our best, and your support goes a long way.
Yeah, keep backing us. We're going to go out there, play a great brand of cricket, backing each other to go out there and hopefully win the tournament. Vipers.
Thank you.
To the Dubai Capital fans, just come out here and support us. You know, majority of our games are in the stadium, or here in the stadium, so just come out and support us. If you're not in Dubai, wherever you are, you can support us also on social media.
Yeah, as the guys have said, obviously want to see as many of our fans in the ground as possible. We'll do our very best to put on a good performance and hopefully lift that trophy at the back end.
To all the Emirates fans, come out and support us in your numbers. We're going to make you guys proud. And also come and support the tournament. It's going to be a fantastic tournament, and don't miss it.
To the Sharjah fans, I think, come to the ground and make it the loudest ground in the comp. I think that's really important.
Thank you very much, guys. DP World ILT20 begins tomorrow, of course. We'll have a glittering opening ceremony. Of course, Bravo would be there to entertain us all. 34 games, and support the tournament. Watch it live on Z Network and Z5. It's going to be an electrifying event. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you.